Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna be making a YouTube video about the Demon Slayer movie that came out recently. The Infinity Castle first movie. There's gonna be supposedly a trilogy, and yeah, the first one came out, and this is gonna be my review about it. There will be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, you guys, I mean, I won't go into like too much detail, but like if you guys want, you guys can like click out the video. I won't complain. But if you want to stay, even better for me. But yeah, it won't be too much spoilers. All right, first I want to say is it was a great movie. The visuals, like how the fight looked and all that, like the actual scenery, like all that stuff, it looked fucking amazing. I think the music like during the fights were like also really good. Like say example like the Akasa fight, for example, there was Akasa, he was like the main villain, I would say, of that arc or of this movie. That fight was, or that his music, of course, was amazing, and like all the other music, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was amazing. But yeah, just to say like quickly, great movie. If you've seen Demon Slayer, recommend it 100%. Make sure, of course, to catch up, watch it 100% recommended. All right, I'm gonna talk about the three main parts of the movie. First, we have Shinobu's fight. I'm not gonna. I mean, you guys probably seen it, but I'm not gonna say who she fought. But I'm gonna just say the Shinobu fight. I'm gonna talk about the performance and like basically, yeah, just the how she performed and all that stuff. I won't go into too much detail. Don't want to spoil too much. If you don't want any spoilers at all, I'd recommend to click off the video. But it's just gonna be like maybe some small spoilers, nothing too deep. All right, I'll say this about Shinobu's fight. I think it was probably one of the weaker performances. Did she do bad? No, not at all. But was it one of the weaker performances? Yes, I believe so. She gave it her all, but all right, realistically, her opponent was like one of the stronger upper moons. So, and she was one on one from what we've seen before. She realistically had like a low ass chance of beating the upper moon. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're trash, you know. Like she did great, you know. She did her best. I won't say how she fought, but she did her best. She gave it her all. It wasn't enough, but you know, weaker performance, but still a good watch, you know, like wasn't bad, but just a weaker performance, I'd say. So yeah, I'd say like the probably like one of the weaker performances. Still good, but yeah, let's move on to number two. Let me not just start repeating myself. Jesus, I repeated myself 3 times right there. Number two was the Zenitsu fight. Once again, I won't go into detail about who he fought and like what the reason of that fight was, but let's just say from the anime, there's basically Zenitsu gets a letter about something. I forgot if they actually say exactly what the letter is, so I won't go into too crazy detail. But he gets a letter which makes him lock in, and he's just locked in. And when he meets the opponent, he's even more locked in. So basically, that's the fight. The fight is pretty good, I'll be honest. Like visually, it looks good, especially like because you know Zenitsu's style is lightning. So of course that visually looked hella good. Zenitsu was locked in, like I said. Very entertaining fight. We get to see. Alright, this is a spoiler, but I won't say what happened exactly. But we get to see Zenitsu use a new move, which was insane. Definitely a great performance. I think it was definitely one of the better performances of the movie. I'll say this. They basically have crows flying around in the movie announcing like the progression of the fight. And I'd say this. I'd say they did Zenitsu dirty, bruh. Like all right, another spoiler, but I won't go into detail. He won his fight, and they didn't give him any props. They gave they talked about Shinobu, like what happened with her fight, but they didn't give Zenitsu any props, you know? I feel like it's kind of fucked up cuz he did pretty well, you know? So I feel like it's unfair. But, you know, I mean it happens, whatever. All right, on to the last one. The best for last. That is what this movie did. Akasa versus Giyu and Tanjiro. Peak performances from all of them. We have let's start with Giyu first. Giyu, he did. I feel like he like demonstrated what a Hashira should look like. Bro was moving. Bro was doing fantastic. Even Akaza was glazing him. He was like, "Oh my god, like I haven't seen a water Hashira this long, and he was this good." You know, all that. He was basically talking to him like he did with Rengoku. He was like saying like, "You're impressive," all that stuff. High praise is basically. I won't once again. I won't go into detail exactly like what happened, but yeah, peak fight performance from him. And then we have Tanjiro once again. I'll be honest. I think this is a good like 2v1 fight because realistically, without each other, like I feel like none of the fight would have happened how it was. So I think having Giyu and Tanjiro together was definitely needed. Tanjiro was able, I won't say what again, but Tanjiro was able to figure out something during the fight which affected the fight heavily. Tanjiro also peak performance. All right, that's all for Tanjiro. But Akasa, I think he gets the MVP of this movie. Personally, bro was a demon, literally. He demon literally and fighting wise. We get to see bro fighting, and he's using a lot more power than did against Rengoku. It's insane. Fighting style is gas. I can't lie. It's a really good fighting style. What else? What else? All right. His backstory, you know, just like Gyotaro, the Upper Moon 6, they show his backstory. I love the backstory, I'll be honest. That added a lot of points for me too. I won't once again won't go into detail, but the backstory was amazing. Yeah. Don't want to go like too crazy about like exactly what happened, but yeah, a lot of good performances, especially from that last part. Everything was honestly highly good movie. Highly recommended it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this earlier, but I think this is like one of the better like ways to introduce into like a final arc. Think about it. They dead ass all the main villain pops up, completely causes everything like causes a well. It was because of I forgot his name, but the master of the Hashira, he decided to be bait and blew himself up, which was insane. And then that brought all the Hashira together, and they Muzan used one of his other upper moons, I think, to use the Infinity Castle to drop them down. I think that was like an insane introduction to like a final arc. I didn't really say that in the beginning, but I had to say it now, bro. Like honestly, really fucking like insane. Good shit on Demon Slayer's part. But yeah, quick summary. Yeah, there was three general points. Shinobu's fight, not the best performance, but you know she did her best. Zenitsu's fight, W get back, W performance from him. He also got a new move. And then the last fight is Akaza versus Tanjiro and Giyu. All of them did fucking fantastic. I think it was one of the better 2v1 fights because without each other, they probably wouldn't have survived nearly as long. Akasa, probably like I said, my favorite, probably the MVP of the series or of this movie. Amazing. And then he's also probably my favorite character of Demon Slayer now. All right, to conclude it, like I said, must watch. Also, I'd like to give it a score. Honestly, like I wouldn't say it could be better, but like there's are probably better movies out there for me personally. Some of the points of the movie were kind of like I was kind of like iffy about. Not it's kind of hard to say it without sounding like I'm disliking it. I wouldn't say I dislike anything really, but I give it high ratings, but not like a 10 out of 10, you know? Like it's great, but not 10 out of 10 level. I'd probably give it like a 8.5, high 8 range, you know? I think that's a safe ranking. It deserves it very well. All right, now let's talk about a little bit about the second movie. I haven't really read the manga, so I'm not 100% sure. I think obviously we know that the Upper Moon 6, 5, 4, and now 3. Alright, fuck. Alright, it's the end of the movie, so if you haven't clicked off, I'm assuming you don't care about the spoilers. 3 is gone, let's say that. So those two are all gone. Now there's 2, 1, and Muzan. So yeah, there's those three. Oh wait, shit, I didn't freaking click the quest. But yeah, there's those three left. I'm assuming the next movie is gonna be about 2 and 1, because I doubt Muzan's gonna be in the second movie. He's probably gonna be obviously the final boss. So yeah, it's probably gonna be that. That's what I think. I don't know how the fight goes, but there's a lot of more characters that they haven't used in this movie yet. So we'll see. More Hashira. Hopefully they also have peak performances, I hope. But yeah, that's it. Great movie. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Uh, like and subscribe. Comment suggestions, what you guys want to see for my next video. And that's it. I'll see you guys. Peace.